Yo, what's goody? Party people, I hope you are feeling good. What is good? I hope your week was fantabulous. Fantabulous, right? What a word. But listen, tap in, tune in. We about to do a Voice of the Valley live, man. We having some fun today. I got some cool people coming up here. I got a poet coming. What up? I see you. Your foundation in the building. How you doing, girl? Sharon in the building. I'm gonna have a really, really cool young lady coming on the show today. Think y'all really gonna enjoy her. I hate to just categorize her as just a poet. She's a bunch of different things. So I want y'all to see that and hear this story. She's pretty cool. She's pretty chill. Her name is Goodlook Seabrook. She got a book out called Memory Lane right now, and she's been through some things in life. So, she's kind of telling her story and hoping that she can help, inspire, maybe help some healing, So I think her motive with all this is very pure and genuine. She's running different, foundations and trying to help people and special needs and all those things, So tap in. We're going to give a few minutes, let some people build up, let the world know that finally TV is live. It's good to be back with y'all, man. I haven't been live in a minute, man. Have not been live in a minute. So, I am happy to know that, the audience is still there and y'all still rocking with your boy. I hope y'all checked out that radio show, man. I don't know if you heard, but finally TV radio show now syndicated across the globe. Guadalupe, Germany, Canada, and Ohio, FM radio. This is Crystal, the media controller. Hey, Crystal, got you. Your foundation in the building. I see Ice the Gods in the building. People showing up. But yeah, man, talking about this radio show, man. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m., you could tune in. You could hear your boy as I don't, and this is something I want to say to all my DJ friends, and I want to make this very clear. You notice how I'm not talking about, yo, I'm a radio DJ now. Yo, check your boy, I'm DJing on such and such radio station. That is not the case. What up? Goodlook Seabrook in the building. That is not the case. I am not a DJ. Okay, I got too many DJ friends to say I'm a DJ. Nah. But I am a radio personality, though, and I am syndicated across the globe, playing music and all that. My playlist for this coming one is bananas. I think y'all are going to enjoy it. And y'all got to stick around for when Ice the God come through, man. And we chop it up with him, too. I see Goodlook Seabrook is in here. Anytime you are ready, you can go ahead and hit that request, and I'll get you in here, and we can start to chop it up, let the people meet you, and talk about what you got going on. She got really cool things going on, man. She in the Bronx, native to the Bronx, so I got a soft spot for her already. I'm feeling tonight and Friday, because everybody, check it out. If you know what this is, I'm gonna hold on. I'm not even going to tell y'all what that is. If y'all can tell me what that is, I'll give you a t-shirt the next time I see you. If you tell me what that is. Let me see. I got cool people. Yeah. Close to this screen, or I move the phone around, all that weird stuff. Hopefully I can hear her when she come in. Let's see. Hey.
So you want me to tell you what that is or not? Can I get that's coquito? Come on, man.
Oh, man, she knows, man. Why you gotta blow it up, though? She came in. She even say hi. She said, "Can I tell you what it is, though?"
Give my t-shirt. Nah, you give it to the next person. I'll joke.
Goodlook Seabrook in the building. Now, first thing I want to ask you is you like everybody, like when we're in the hood just chilling, like that's what they call you, Goodlook? They're like, yo, Goodlook, what's going on? Or is you Kim?
It really varies. So sometimes they even call me Seabrook. So it's either Goodlook, Seabrook. Then if they know me from a child, then it's Kimmy.
Okay.
But yeah.
I get it. You can kind of tell where you kind of met people or where they came into your life based on what they call you, right? So.
Exactly.
That's super dope. So, just to introduce you to the crowd and the people, this is Voice of the Valley Live with your boy Gabriel, Finally TV. You already know what it is. I thank you so much for tuning in. If it's your first time, make sure you hit that subscribe. Head over to YouTube, hit that subscribe. But today we doing this Voice of the Valley live with a young lady who's been through some things and then wanted to talk about it and then helping people with everything. Her name is Kim Goodlook Seabrook. She got a book out called Memory Lane, and we're going to talk about that today. And
Yes.
she's going to tell you where to get it, why she wrote it, what she's doing. She's a very busy lady. And I got a couple of questions for you, too. So it's not going to, you're not going to get away with this one too easy. I need some explanation on a couple of
Good,
things.
because
So.
I don't like easy interviews. Give me the questions. Let's get to the meat. Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. So as I alluded to, you do have a book out right now. But introduce yourself to the audience and let them know what you do and why you're here today.
Absolutely. So I see a few people in the chat that I already know. Hello, everybody. Georgia, Change the Game. Miss Dynasty, thank you for tuning in. So Kim Goodlook Seabrook, poet, motivational speaker, mentor, mother, lover, friend, business owner, entrepreneur, all that good stuff. Yeah.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. And what connected us today is Jay Lene. Shout out Jay Lene, connecting the dots with me and you. So
Yes.
Always shout out to her. She's been doing that since the beginning with Finally TV. She's somebody who I do a podcast on Tuesdays called What We Talking About.
Okay.
And she's the one who introduced me to my co-host, who I've been with for 4 years now. You know what I mean?
Nice. That's what's up. That's what's up.
So she keeps doing that. So when I see her, I owe her a goddamn T-shirt. You know what I
I
mean?
know that's right.
But you have this book out right now, and I'm assuming, that's the main reason that brings us together and for you to talk about it. So, and I saw it's available everywhere. It's on Amazon and everything. So talk about the book and why it exists a little bit.
So I created actually like a soundtrack a couple of years back titled Memory Lane. I did it real quick with a producer. Shout out to Lex Boogie from the Bronx. He's out in Atlanta. So he did the beats over there. I did some of my stuff over here, but it was just like a really, really quick project. Although many, many people loved it. But you as an artist, you're like I could have did this. I should have did this. Right. So over the years, I knew for years, even before that soundtrack, that I needed to do a poetry book. But with this book, I just wanted it more than just a poetry book. I wanted to actually incorporate some type of healing techniques and some type of interaction. So the difference between just me expressing my poems, after each poem is a page with a question and also some lines, so that you, the reader, becomes a writer as well, so that you can relate to my poem, whether it's your personal experience, my experience, or maybe someone else's. It's just the whole goal to let things out. Stop being afraid of going through your past, so that now you can heal your present. That's the whole goal of the book.
I wonder if you need to say that again for the people in the back, right?
Yes.
I think it's crazy too, because from my point of view, I feel like people's past does affect how they roll in the present, right? And it could be to a detriment, to the point where it's the opposite of what you're saying. They're not scared of the past. They still living in the past. And now it's really messing them up.
Seriously. And it's so funny because I wrote a post that I don't live in my past anymore. Like oh, you was in a domestic violence, me too. Yes, okay. So I'm not stuck in there. I'm not stuck in that situation anymore. We're talking about the healing aspect of our lives right now. So let's not even, I'm not saying that we can't talk about the things that we've been through, but to dwell in them and to be sorry and them days is over. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's about healing and helping and moving forward.
Yeah. And that's something that I actually wrote down. It's one of my questions, so we could dive right into it. It's like, what made you decide to use your story as the catapult to move forward with a project like this?
Because look at where I'm at now. You don't know, you just meeting me today, but for me to be able to sit down and talk to children, to sit down and talk to men, to sit down and talk to teenagers, all different types. I'm not just for women, you know what I mean? I'm here for the community. And if I could be able to do that, to tell my story. Actually, poetry saved my life. So, that's like the real main thing. It was my therapy. So in order for me to be able to give that to somebody else, the best way to do it was with the book.
Got you. Mm-hmm. So it's an interesting take that you have, right? Because I have written down here, because others just kind of crumble under that, right? What you use to kind of go forward and catapult, a lot of people have it's too much weight for them. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And they stuck there. So that's why I'm going to ask you again, because you haven't really answered my question, right?
Okay, okay.
There's a reason why you said the way I want people to digest my message is with a book. Why a book? Like, why the soundtrack? Like, what did you see in your life that you were like, that's how I want to express myself? Like, what happened?
Oh, there's so many things that happen. I mean, my book
Okay.
talks about drug abuse. It talks about sexual abuse. It talks about domestic violence. It talks about social media. It talks
Mm-hmm.
about the thing that's happened in the community with justice,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
no justice.
Right. Yeah.
So
Basically.
yeah, so there's several things in that book that I talk about, and I know that it's what's going on, and people are afraid to talk about those situations. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that with the questions and with me having that interaction, it allows the person to actually open up. And I even had someone who was in recovery and said it helped him with 28 days of recovery with that book. So,
I could see that. I could see that.
mhm.
So let me ask you a different way.
Okay. Because you're saying I'm not answering your question. Go ahead, ask me a different way. Maybe I'm
Right?
yeah.
Right? All right. Um, do you think that the words being written down, whether it be on a physical paper or a screen nowadays, is adding to the impact and power of that, of what you're trying to say?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, whether you write it down or whether you're hearing it, it depends on what people prefer. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
like, some people will just want to listen to music and vibe out
Mm-hmm.
and could get that
Mm-hmm.
inspiration then.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's how poetry saved me. I was able to
Right.
listen to things and then I can write things down on my own. So that's why
Okay.
I had the soundtrack. I wanted to do that as well. But the book, I think writing is really a really great way to express yourselves without having to show anybody else. It's just for yourself. You don't have to worry about nobody judging you. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And then
Right.
hopefully the goal with that book is to do workshops and get people to actually be expressive in front of
Right.
other people so that they know that they're not the only ones going through that situation. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the issue, that a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's just me. It's just me who went through this.
Right.
No, it's not
Right.
just you. It's
Right.
several other people. Let's talk about it
Right.
and let's see how we
Right.
can heal going forward.
Right. Okay. So now you're getting to the meat and potatoes of what I'm getting at, right? Because like now I understand because you're saying this is how I came across it. So in the same medium, I want to put my message out there so that somebody in that position that I was in, they could catch that healing right there. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and I also think that you're on the money when you had like the soundtrack, right? Because you said two things. You said people, it could be powerful written, or if you hear it, depends on how you like taking it. So you
Mhm.
satisfied both of those things with that. So kudos to you. I think it's super
Thank
dope,
you.
but sometimes
Thank
you
you.
gotta pull it out of people. You know what I mean? So I had to pull it out of you a little
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah,
bit.
you do. You
you
do.
know.
And I
So.
didn't know that I had that power until the first time I went on stage. When my
Mhm,
first poem that I did on stage was talking about an abusive relationship and how I got
mhm,
through it, and even talked about abortion and things like that. People don't talk about those things,
right.
especially when I first did it. It was, before this big thing with social media.
Right.
So, being able to do that and hearing the women saying, oh, that's my story too. I didn't
Right.
know. And then hearing the
Right.
men saying, yo, where he at? Like, who the hell did it? You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
getting that response back, that's when it clicked to me like, wow, okay, I can help other people with this journey. So that's
Got you. And that's something that you can't teach. You're born with that. That desire to do what you're doing right now. So I
mhm.
give you very, very, very many kudos if that's a way to put it. You know what
Thank
I
you.
mean?
Thank you.
You doing your thing. So as I read your bio, right, and we keep talking about experiences and sharing them and healing through them and learning through them, right? Um, can you talk to me a little? Don't get crazy now. You don't have to get crazy, but talk to me a little bit about because you say some near death experiences.
hmm hmm
Can we just touch on it like
I mean, yeah, we could touch on it. Just the abusive relationship. You talk about drugs, anything with drugs, you know what I mean? Depending on how
right?
you handle those situations can be a near death experience. What else? I mean, growing up in the Bronx is near death. You know what I mean? Doing
Yeah,
stupid things. So,
yeah.
just the things that I put myself into the positions were always many, many near death experiences if I didn't change my life, basically.
Got, got you. Got you. Copy. I get it. Um, you are also like you mentioned the foundation that you one day you want to have like a brick and mortar. You want to have a spot like a foundation. I'm assuming, right? Like you want to have an actual physical center that people can go to.
Yes
Mhm.
and no. So
Okay.
because if I do have a center, I don't want to be just there stuck in that specific spot because there's too many people in this world that need to be
Healed.
healed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I really want to travel with my workshops and things like that. So that's what I really want to
Oh,
do. Hmm.
oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I would definitely have seen that, like rolling workshops and stuff,
Exactly.
and you go global with that, you
Exactly.
know. Now being now being from the Bronx, do you speak a little Spanish? You look like you might speak a little Spanish, knowing what I was drinking.
Well, like if you would have heard the poem I just did to my mother, the only time she spoke to me in Spanish was when she cursed me out. So shout out to Mom Deuce. I love you, Mama.
Of
But
course.
yes, multiple senses. Yes, yes, multiple
Okay.
senses. Absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
And I do speak a little bit of Spanish, yes, but
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Um, I only bring that up because the Bronx is near and dear to my heart. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Going down there as a kid, seeing Abuela and Abuelo, and you talk about the Bronx. I'm so familiar with like Grand Concourse and 183rd and Anthony and
Yes.
Fordham Road. Like
180. I was raised on Fordham, absolutely, and 183rd was my hangout spot. Shout out to Preston, 183rd.
there you go. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'd be down there as a kid, and I didn't know why. My cousin is like, "All right, Gabe, it's getting dark. We gotta leave the park. Come on." And I'm like, "But why?" He's like, "No, no, no. Come on. We gotta go."
Right. Right. Yes.
Shout out the Bronx. Man. Shout out the Bronx.
Yes. Yeah.
So Creative Soul Solutions.
Yes.
That's the name of the workshop that you potentially want to take across the world, right?
That is correct. Hmm.
And in that you are, I'm assuming that Memory Lane didn't always exist as a publication, but that those experiences existed. So everything in the workshop, are you falling back on those experiences to help people? Like how what's your approach with the workshop is what I'm getting at.
Yeah. So now I have another company, which is the Goodlook in Books. And so that's going to also be another project with helping people write, publish their own books. I'm using Memory Lane as a tool for workshops so that we
Hmm.
can, again, go down those memories and talk
Yeah.
about our past. So yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Got you. Got you. And then you mentioned in your bio that you produced, radio shows and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So now that I know you, I might, have to hit you up on can you help me?
Uh-huh.
uh, no, but talk a little bit about that because your background seems so diverse, man. You've done so much. Talk a little bit about that part of your life.
I have done so much, and I'm super thankful for my experiences. I did a radio show, did a couple of radio shows, but the most recent one was Keeping It 100 with Kim and Della. Shout out to my girl Della. We was over at DITC Studio. Shout out to DITC.
Hmm.
Yeah, so producing, getting those interviews in and making sure that they get the meat and potatoes like you doing here with me tonight, and
Yeah.
making sure
Yeah.
everything is aligned properly. And when those interviews don't come, you got to be your own show on your
Yep.
own and making sure that you still are able to entertain your audience without a guest. Those
Right.
things are super important.
Sure.
Then I was also partners with a TV station, Millennium TV,
Okay.
and I just decided to part ways on my own so that I could focus on the things that I really have sacrificed. So salute to them as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I produced my own TV show, produced other TV shows as well. So yeah, there's
Got
some
you. Got you.
history. Hmm.
Got you. Got you. So your DM might blow up a little bit, It's okay. If I
That's
get
all
annoying,
right.
if I get annoying, just block me. It's okay. I won't know the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, no problem.
Like,
No problem.
now you touched on it a little bit, right? Because the part that is near and dear to me, being such a people person, as you might be able to tell, right? I do like interviewing people, and I do like kind of finding out and seeing what making you tick and all that stuff. And being such a fan of hip hop from such a young age, you mentioned that you've interviewed a bunch of hip hop people. Talk a little bit about some of the people you've interviewed and maybe some of those experiences.
Oh man, Eric Sermon to be one.
Okay, okay.
Showbiz and Lord Finesse.
Okay. Okay.
Chip Boo, Smooth B,
Okay.
nice and smooth.
Yeah. Yeah.
My God, the list could go on and on. What's his name from Diggable Planets? My guy,
Oh,
excuse me, pardon me.
Slick.
Um,
The
is it
rebirth of
Slick?
Slick dude. No, the
Yeah,
rebirth of Slick dude.
yes, exactly.
Anyway, good.
Craig Irving, yes.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
my God, honestly, the list really does go on. So salute, Sweet Tea, I interviewed Sweet
Okay.
Tea.
There you go.
Kwame, I interviewed Kwame.
The Polka Dot King.
Yes, he is doing some really, really amazing things. Please follow Kwame. He's doing some really dope things. Like his
Now,
producing, yeah.
mhm. Now that's a great point that you bring up. What's the time frame that we're talking about that you did these interviews?
Within the past 6 years.
Okay, so
Hmm.
as you're talking about like legendary names in hip hop. You know what I mean? These aren't
Yeah.
like the Joe Schmoes and stuff. These are like
Right.
legendary people, but that were doing it, what, like late 80s,
80s
87,
and 80s.
88, you know what I'm saying?
And 90s.
So let's, don't let it fall on you that we're here in 2022 and she's
Hmm.
interviewing these people because there's a certain relevance there. What are some of those people up to that you remember that you could reflect on?
Oh, also Red Alert too. Shout out to
Yep.
Red Alert.
Shout
Uh-huh.
out.
I mean, Red
Yeah.
Alert is still killing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
is still DJing all over the place.
Yeah. You
Um,
mentioned Kwame was doing something.
yes, Kwame just actually did a whole soundtrack
Hmm.
to a Christmas movie that just came out.
Okay.
And he also produces, oh my God, what is her name?
So he's still in the game doing it.
Oh, he's still in the game doing it, but he's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He's making
Yeah.
it happen behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
no, that it's good to hear, right? Because like that's my genre. Like people my age, I'm 46, about to be 47. You know what I mean? So
Right,
I'm a 80s, 90s baby, early 2000s. That's me. That's all me, right?
right.
So to hear that, it's good and refreshing. Like I just heard Pete Rock and Eric Sherman talking, and they just had like an hour-long conversation just about music and the come up and all that. And I found it fascinating just to
Yeah.
hear them talking. You know what I mean? So
It's such an honor to interview Eric Sermon. Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's super. I have to tell you now. Good luck. I'm a little jealous of you now. I'm a little bit jealous. I'm
I'm
gonna have to
saying I
catch
got a
up.
little bit of connections, you
All
know.
right,
No.
I gotta play a lot of catch up over here. I'm gonna catch up though. I'm gonna catch up. No, but the book now. Let's talk about that because what are your plans with the book? Like, are you doing a tour? Like, talk about the book some more, just so the people know.
Absolutely. So memory lane, reminisce with me through healing poetry. Of course, I would love to do a tour. I'm going to manifest that. I want to manifest these books into schools to help these teenagers and understand that, they are not alone, basically. And let's keep it real. Let's talk about the real things that are happening in our lives. Because
Mm-hmm.
if it's not happening to them personally, I'm sure it's happening at home. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to start working in Brooklyn at another school. So I also,
Okay.
do my workshops in schools for troubled teens. I start
Yeah.
in Brooklyn in
All
2 weeks at another
right.
school
All right.
for kids who are just like me in an alternative slash transfer school. So, these are the kids who need us. So,
Got you.
yes, touring, getting these workshops in schools to different communities and reaching out.
Got you. If I'm sure people are saying it to you, but just so like, a brand new stranger can say it to you, just thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for being you because there's so many people not doing what you're doing that you are so necessary. You know
Thank
what I
you.
mean? Yeah,
Thank you.
you are so necessary and like a breath of fresh air type of person. You know what I mean? So
Aw.
I get the vibes now. I'm telling you, I'm a Pisces. I know. I be knowing. I be
Oh,
knowing.
God, not a Pisces. No.
I be knowing. I be knowing.
I'm a Sagittarius, but yes, I know about you Pisces very well.
You
Yes.
know what I mean? But no, but what you're doing is really cool, and the fact that with the soundtrack, talk about the soundtrack real quick. So is that something people can get with the book? Is it readily available? What's that all
It's
about?
readily available. Yep, it's on every streaming platform. So it's not
Okay.
with the book, but it's you can get the book
Oh,
everywhere as well.
okay.
Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Target.com.
Got you.
UK has been buying my book. I don't know who you are in
Hey,
UK, but shout out to you guys. But yeah, sold at least like
international.
6 books in UK, so you know.
Hey, she going global, y'all. She going global.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to Africa. So if Africa, y'all on here, if y'all know someone, you know, I'm trying to get everywhere. So yeah, also want to even translate it in Spanish as well. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Boricua myself, right? And I think a lot like you, I speak my Spanglish. You know, I'm a true blue New Yorican. Like,
Hmm.
there's no more Boricua in New York State that's more New Yorican than me, right? So, so I totally get it, right? I'm the same one. I understand way more than I speak, type of deal. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? But I'm grateful for what I do speak and understand because I have used Spanish so much more just walking around outside
Mm.
than ever before. Because it's not just Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in New York anymore. You
Hmm.
know, it's Mexicans, Peruvians, you know, and
Absolutely.
Argentinians are coming up this way. You know what I mean? And Colombians are coming out the woodwork now. You know,
Hmm.
so like we're still that melting pot, but there's so much more Latin infused in all of it, right? That how many times you go to a place, a restaurant, and either somebody Spanish that is taking your order, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
or busting your table right quick,
Absolutely.
or paying you out, you know. So
Hmm.
I say all that to say yes, translate that mofo, you know what I'm saying,
Yes.
because
Yes.
you'll get a whole,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying.
I know.
You
I
know,
know.
and it maybe could be like, you know, Seabrook or something like that.
Good look at Seabrook, okay?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yes, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
You have to bring a translator for your speaking events. That's all. You know.
Absolutely, absolutely. I do want to also say that I also provide poetry and reading, writing workshops for those on the spectrum. You know, that's
Okay.
people who are autistic,
Hmm.
and they are amazing. They are my friends. They're more than just, you know, my clients or my mentees.
Sure.
They're like they become a family, and I hope to do something with them in the near future as far as some type of entertainment. Y'all see, y'all know what
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
going.
Yeah, no, I wish you all the success. I really do. Like, people were saying, like, from the Yip Foundation, you know, speak it into existence. And I think
Oh
you
yes.
making your rounds like this and like wanting to just talk to whoever, whenever. Because if you ended up on my little platform, I try real hard, but it's my little platform. I love it to
No,
death, right? But I do appreciate, you know, you trying to just say the more the merrier. Like, let's talk about it. Let's get it out there because
absolutely.
that's what it is. um that also speaks to get that thing translated because I really do think you could get you'll sell double basically at
Hmm.
that point, you know what I'm saying, like straight up, you know, because
Absolutely.
your message is pure. it's
Thank you.
coming it's coming from a real place, right?
Hmm.
You seem to be somebody that is compassionate and empathetic enough. That's why you're able to, you know, put this out there like that and want to help people, right? So that just comes through the speakers in my ears
Hmm.
when I'm talking to you, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So yeah, the more the merrier for that. So I salute you for everything you're doing. Is there
Thank you.
anything that we need to go over besides the fact that you got put on by one of the fastest rappers in all time history,
Yes, my
Chip
brother,
Chip Fu?
Chip Fu.
Yeah, talk about your
Yes.
relationship with Chip Fu.
Oh man, when I say that's my brother, that's my brother. He was my mentor. Now he is my brother. So real quick background in regards to how I even, you know, started my career. I got fired from my job
Okay.
about 7 years ago. I never went back. It was my son's last year of high school. We lived in Connecticut. I left Connecticut, moved to New York, was homeless for 2 years to
Mm.
pursue this career. I was here in every stage possible. I opened up stages with comedians in the very beginning. Shout out to Talent and so many other comedians that I started my career with. And
Mm-hmm.
then the goal was to get workshops in schools. And when I spoke to Chip Fu, we had him on the radio station.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a workshop called it's called Math, MAATH, which is Music, Arts, Appreciation, Time, and Healing. And when I
Mm-hmm.
found that out, I was like, Chip, I would love to have the opportunity to work in your school. And he did it with no problem. And he paid me. Okay. So I'm just letting
Yes.
y'all know, you know, pay your peoples. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
you know, so I just want to give him a shout out. So from that moment on, like, I knew that that is definitely the role that I had wanted to play. And he's been a very instrumental part of my life. So I really want to thank him, as I already done multiple times. So thank you, Shifu, my brother. Yes.
Yeah, no, you know what I know him for, right? Yeah, he was that dude, man. I think he took us all by storm, right? We didn't know what was happening when Fushnikins came out. We were like, "What?" You know, like I remember wanting to get get like the singles and the album because I wanted to see the words. Like he's
Right,
doing it,
right.
you
What
know
did
what
he
I'm
just say?
saying?
Yeah.
Right, you know, like it sounded cool as hell, but what did he say? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, no, shout out to Chip Fu, man. He's
Yeah,
one of
follow
them
him. He
dudes.
got new music out. So he's
Does he
still
really?
doing his thing. Absolutely. He is
Is
still
he?
doing his thing.
Listen, that's music to my ears. All
Yeah.
puns intended. But does he still rap 100 miles an hour?
Absolutely. Probably 105 now. Look, yeah, but Chip still got it, man. My brother still got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check him, man. I'm gonna have to do
Mhm.
that because I'm a true what? You know what I mean? So we
Right.
have, no, but to make your acquaintance is great. I'm glad that we're hooked up on the socials and all that. So, if something new comes out, something else you want to talk about, please, come through and let's talk about it. And
Absolutely.
if you ever need some, I'm a great event host if you ever need one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
So yeah, no, let's try to connect the dots and work. And
Absolutely.
it's all about growing the network, right? So all the best with the book Memory Lane. Reminisce with me through healing poetry.
Yeah.
What a great cause, what a great thing. So go out there, get that book. Might be a great Christmas present.
It is a good present on any day. So let's not focus just on a holiday. On
Yeah.
any given day,
Mm.
get it. The link is in my bio. Again, you can look on my name, Kim Goodlook Seabrook. That is what is my author name. And yeah, so
Yeah. Yeah. But if you need a reason to buy it, Christmas is coming. go, go get it. You know what I
right,
mean? So
right. No,
get the book.
seriously. I mean, yeah, it really is. It really is a great tool.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And salute to you for not letting, the adverse things that happen to you hold you down. And God bless you for, being able to push through and now wanting to enlighten and help other people. You definitely get kudos from me, but I know that the energy in the world also, is going to appreciate you. So I do think you got good things coming your way. So salute to you.
Yes, yes, I feel it. Trust me.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
so thankful for the energy that
yeah.
I'm receiving.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for your time.
No, you got it. So everybody, that will conclude this Voice of the Valley. Shout out to you, my guest who came on here and joined me. And I'm definitely gonna be hitting your DM and want all types of requests. Can I get this? Can you introduce me to Chip Fu? Can I get this interview? Hey, if
Listen,
you
let
know
me
that.
tell you, if my brother, another brother of mine, Dave Hopper, he'll tell you, I am the connector. So what you need,
All
I
right.
can find somebody who got it.
I'm
So
gonna hold you
absolutely,
to it.
let's
I'm gonna hold
let's
you
do
to
it. I'm dead serious. I
it.
promise you. I
All
promise
right.
you.
Bet. And then I'll just say this. Good luck. You know what I mean? Peace. Later,
Thank
girl. Be well.
you.
You got it.
All
Take
right.
care. Good night.
Peace.
All right, y'all. I'm going to be back in the building. The energy is in the building in maybe like 90 seconds. I'm out of here. We coming back with Ice to God, y'all. I hope you enjoy Kim Goodlook Seabrook. Go buy that book. That's a super fire girl, super fire agenda that she has. If you can't get behind that, I don't know what you get behind. Get that book. I'm coming back in like 30 seconds. Me and Ice to God, yo. Peace.